Hello my creative peeps and welcome back to my channel. This is the Take 5 Art Challenge video. This month's prompts were chosen by yours truly. For those of you that don't know what the Take 5 Art Challenge is, I do a monthly challenge with a bunch of other lovely ladies who are always linked in the description box for you. We all post at the same time, so go ahead and check out the inspiration they have posted for you. But it's just a challenge with 5 prompts, and that you have to just use them in an art piece, and we encourage everyone to participate and use the hashtag Take5Art. So everything you need to know will be in the description box. But this month's prompts, like I said, were chosen by me, and they are using blue and or green shade, ink, layers, white pen, and something recycled. So I understand that this wasn't really a quote-unquote challenge for me because it's all of my favorite things, but I wanted to challenge you guys but also make it really flexible for a lot of different styles. I know a lot of the times there's things that are very mixed media like stencils and texture paste and stuff, like modeling paste. And I wanted it to be something that even those who were just drawing could kind of use. So layers doesn't have to be paper layers. It can be layers of watercolor or whatever. Anyway, let's finally talk about what you're doing. So I laid down some Dina Wakley Heavy Body Acrylic Paint in the turquoise color, which counts as my first prompt. And I also added Night, which is an indigo color. Then I used a piece of vintage book paper, and it's kind of recycled twice because I recycled it from its original book and had put it in this journal. And then I removed a signature of this journal and wasn't going to use that piece of paper. So then I recycled it again as a layering element. So there's that. So did that, and I have a label and a little picture that I printed out from my Polaroid zip. I'm also recycling these stars, or using them, I guess you could say. These used to be a photo prop of mine when taking my Etsy photos, and I still do use them, but they're not like a main thing anymore. So I thought I would finally use them on this piece, and I absolutely love them. Little wood veneer stars. If I can find them, I'll leave them linked below for you. And I have a photo of jet streams. I was sitting outside before I did this page, and I was looking up, and I saw the jet streams, and it reminded me of a song. And of course, right now, while I'm doing this voiceover, the song is not coming to mind, but that's just how it goes. So I also layered under there another piece of book paper because I loved the little wire-bound fringy things on it. So yeah, I just like recycling paper. Hi, my name's Leanne, and I'm addicted to layers. So, I even layer my clothing. Anyway, how many times can I say, I know that drives some people crazy. Just adding more stars. I used the tacky glue, and I used to not be a huge fan of tacky glue, but recently it's really grown on me because it holds just about everything that I have tried so far, and it dries pretty freaking fast, which is awesome for people who are super impatient like me. Now, I wanted to do some kind of coloring medium around these stars. This would be like my ink layer. So I was swatching out a few different things. I swatched out the muted gray ink, which you guys have noticed that I was obsessed with earlier this month. And I also swatched out a Lindy's Stamp Gang spray in the blue color. I will also try to leave that linked below. For those of you that don't know and haven't been officially updated, I have now added product links to my link list. So if you are looking for a product, it might be listed there. Trying to get better about that. So I, decided on the Lindy's spray, and I didn't want to spray it because my canvas is really small and I didn't want to spray it all over the page behind me, although I still think I got some on it, but you know, just rolling with the punches. So I took my brush and some water and I used the straw of the spray and it's just dipping around. I really like this spray because Lindy's are two-toned. I don't know if all of hers are, but the line that I have seems to be. So it has a really cool different toned shimmer mixed in with the spray color. And you'll see it once it dries, but it's really freaking pretty. And then I decided to do some spraying after all, which is probably how it ended up on another page. And then that spray didn't really work out, so I decided to spread it out. And then I kind of regretted it and felt like I spread it out too far. You know, like when you really want to backpedal and you can't. But luckily, it's art and we can fix just about anything and nobody would be the wiser. So I let it dry a little bit and then I pulled out that turquoise paint that I used for the background. And I'm going to cover up. There we go. And because it's acrylic, it goes over it pretty easily. And the spray color was pretty close to the original background color. And boom. Looks fine. A little funky fresh, but still fine. Now what am I doing? Hello? I must be looking for my white pen. Oh yeah, so now I was probably looking up the lyrics to the song. Oh yeah, so the song was Confession by Florida Georgia Line, which is I really like Florida Georgia Line. If you don't know me very well, I listen to lots of different music, but mainly country and some, I don't know what it's called. It's not really rock. I don't even know what genre it's called. I'm really bad. Don't even listen to me. Just disregard everything I just said. Backpedal. Rewind. Anyway, this is Confession by Florida Georgia Line. And the lyric starts out talking about jet trails cutting across the sky. So, there you go. So I wrote that in my white pen. This is the Uniball Signal, also linked below. My favorite white pen ever, and the one that I swear by. So definitely worth a look, and I'm almost out, so I'm gonna have to buy another one. And then I decided to add some stars in the white pen because I felt like it needed a little extra something something. And, you know, the wood veneer was a star, so it all worked. It all worked. They play nicely together. So yeah, and it was funny because I think last month I said I never do a journal page because I always do journal cards or a regular card, and I must have jinxed myself. Technically this isn't a page, it's still like a flappy insert. Well, it's an envelope, let's be real, but it's pretty close to a page, so I must have like jinxed myself, I don't know. So for those of you that were waiting for a journal page, ta-da! Now I'm going to use my date stamp because I date stamp all the things. That's just how my life goes. Yeah. And more stars because you can never have enough stars. And I think that, yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you do follow the challenge and you post, tag me in your photos on Instagram or let me know that you made a video. I would love to check out your interpretation of the prompts. Don't forget to check out the other ladies' inspiration below. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.